Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Ouija versus Master Show. I'm Ouija, he's Master, and today we're going to be talking about shows that we recommend. So, what do you think, Mike?
I've been watching Avatar a lot lately. I definitely recommend that show.
Avatar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I remember watching it as a kid, but I never really like followed along with the story. So, I've been wanting to watch that, but I got to catch up on that.
When I was younger, I feel like I'd watch it like here and there. Like this time that I've watched it, I watched every single episode, and it was really good.
Yeah. Like you were actually able like to follow along with the story.
Yeah, because when I was younger, I knew like there was a blind girl in the group, but I didn't know like how she was introduced to the group.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's the rock chick, right? Or something like that?
Yeah. She's an earthbender.
Earthbender, yeah.
Yeah. This show, like, it's not even in HD. That's how old this is.
Yeah, I saw the first episode and I saw like how the cartoons looked before. I was like, dang, I remember watching that on TV and like, dang, it looked good, but now when I went back to it, I was like, it's gonna take me a while to watch this.
I was watching the first episode on my phone, and then I was like, yo, this looks terrible. I stopped watching. And then another day I picked it up, and that's when I really started watching the series.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
because even on your phone it has like the widescreen thing.
Yeah.
So you could
So,
barely see it. It's a small, area.
and you see, like, the black spaces where it's not being filled.
Yeah.
But, yo, this came
It's
out.
not fully complete. I don't know why they did it like that.
I think the show came out in 2003, went to 2007, and then it stopped there. But like 10 years later, 13 years later, this is put on Netflix, and it's one of the top shows in the United States.
Yeah. It's like one of the top 10 watched or whatever.
I'm thinking like, yo, this show hasn't even been remastered. If they remastered this, it goes right back up.
Oh yeah, if they did, it'll be
Yo.
nuts.
Yeah.
And I feel like it'll bring a lot of people back to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about you? Are there any shows you'd recommend?
I recommend Altered Carbon. It's like about, it's like kind of the future, but it's like you kind of live forever, but like they call your body sleeves. And there's this chip that has all your memories, right? And then from that, you keep putting it into your next body, and you live in that body until. But it has a whole crazy like plot twist and all that stuff. But it has a good storyline and it's
S-
really interesting.
So
If you
can you
haven't
be
seen it,
immortal in that show?
basically, yeah.
Dang.
But if they kill your chip, like if they break your chip, then that's it. You're basically done. You can't come back to life.
Dang. When you said the name, I thought that was like a car show. When you said Altered Carbon,
Nah,
it's not like that.
like I said, it's a little weird, but once you get like watching it, it's crazy, bro. And the second season, that joint was amazing.
Hmm. Sounds pretty interesting. I'll check that out.
Yeah, you gotta watch it if you haven't watched it yet.
When I finished Avatar, I'm like, yo, what do I do now?
Bro, watch that show, bro.
Yeah.
That joint's fire.
The final episode of that show is like an hour and a half long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How many seasons that thing has?
It's three
Like three?
seasons, but I think some seasons the episodes can be about 20
Yeah.
different episodes, and like the duration for each episode can be different. I think the average is like maybe 20 minutes, but
Wow.
sometimes there are longer episodes depending on how it's.
Yeah, I gotta start watching that.
Should I go now? Another one.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
So before Avatar, I was watching a show called Locked Up. Have you seen that one?
I haven't seen that.
So it takes place in Spain. It's about this woman, Macarena. She's like, she has this relationship with her boss who's married, and then her boss has her do something which gets her locked up.
That's crazy. So
Yeah.
he like framed her type thing?
I'd say so. Pretty much, he just
Yeah,
has her do something bad and then doesn't take the blame for it, what she's
I
sentenced to
got
jail
you.
for. I was wondering, like, do you think you could ever trust anyone like that, like a married person?
Nah, bro.
When
If
I
they're cheating on their significant other, that means they're not faithful, bro.
when I saw the first episode, I was laughing because I'm like, yo, this woman is stupid. I would never,
Yeah.
like, thing. But it's pretty good. Are there any other shows you'd recommend?
I'm about to watch that thing.
Oh, I should mention that it's in Spanish. It takes place in
Oh,
Spain.
it is?
Yeah. Like when I first started to watch it, I think I was trying to watch it in Spanish only to see how much I can understand, but I
Yeah.
switched to English because like there's certain vocabulary I don't understand. Like there's a part where they talk about this woman being raped and I don't know the
Yeah.
word for that in Spanish. So I was kind of confused on what's going on in that scene also.
Is that is crazy because, like, the dialogues are different. Even though, like, I know Spanish, some of the things that they say are different than what we say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, I learned Hodere from that show. I didn't.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't. I was never taught that one in school, so that's cool.
This
Yeah.
guy.
I don't hear anyone saying Hodere ever, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't pick up on it.
Bad Bunny, son.
He says it.
I think so.
Oh, I don't. Okay. Is there another show that you'd recommend? I think I said that before.
Yeah, I mean, The Punisher. The Punisher was a great series, bro, from what I remember. I have to rewatch that, but
Do
did you
you?
watch it?
I feel like I watched it at some point and I stopped watching it. Do you know how many seasons it has?
Yeah, I mean, there's like action in every episode, and the storyline was really good too. And I liked how the way that it ended too. But that's a good show if you like kind of like superhero type vigilante stuff.
I think Luke Cage is a black character. Is he?
Yeah, Luke Cage is another show that they have.
I think that's like the last one I can remember watching. That's like a Marvel show, I believe.
Yeah, they have Luke Cage. Oh, Daredevil. Daredevil was another good
That
one
one
too.
I was really watching, I believe.
Yeah, and the Iron Fist too. And then they had Jessica Jones, and that was like the squad that they had kind of. Then they came out with Marvel Defenders that had all of them in it,
I
and
haven't
that was
watched it
pretty
in a
good too.
while. Wait, I'm gonna pause. Alright, so I resumed it. Do you remember what you were saying about Punisher?
And that was a pretty good show. And then we started talking about Marvel Defender or whatever.
Yeah.
Then we talked about Iron Fist and all that stuff, and Jessica Jones.
I haven't watched any Marvel shows in a while. Mm.
Yeah, they're all pretty good. I mean, Jessica Jones was like a little hard to watch, I guess, but once you start getting on later in the shows, it gets better.
I think what it was, I just like stopped watching Netflix for a while too. But
Yeah,
I started doing it again.
there's
Okay,
a lot of good shows on here.
I'll go then. Did you see Nicky Jam's documentary?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
All right, there we go. I really like that one.
Yeah, like it showed his whole story and all that, and I feel like they portrayed it well.
He was really honest in that one. I feel like I would have left out stuff if I did a documentary
Yeah,
about myself
you're
like that. But this man
yeah, he
included
didn't skip out on
everything.
anything.
I really think it was too much. Like he could have just, to me, like if I do something like that, I'd rather just focus on myself than like make other people in your family look bad.
Yeah.
But
But your boy was completely honest with what happened, like especially like the stuff with his mom and all that stuff.
yeah, I was like talking to Ariel about it and I was laughing because I thought it was funny. I wouldn't have
Yeah.
included some of that stuff.
Is that the thing is like things like that play a big role in your life. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of molds you to the person to who you become in a way. So I feel like you have to include it that way they know why you did what you did and the person that you become in the future, you know?
Yes. Uh, there was one part that I remember like I want to mention to you. Like in that show, I was thinking like, yo, if you leave your girl around this dude, it's over. The way they, the way they did that
Oh,
documentary.
yeah. Yeah, 'cause
Yo,
your boy was getting all the girls, bro.
I thought that was too much too. I was
Your
wondering
boy
if
did
this.
not care.
Yeah, I was wondering if this man was really getting girls like that. It's just really
Yeah.
hard for me to believe.
Bro, I wouldn't doubt it, bro, to be honest. When you're a rapper especially, bro, you could pull as many as you want.
Yeah, I'm not getting girls like that the way he did it in that film.
This
It's
guy.
like
Bro.
I think it's too much. Like it's really I feel like maybe because it was back then, that was before
Yeah,
I guess the internet is as widespread. So when someone sees a celebrity, maybe they go crazier over them compared
yeah.
to now. It's normal. I just
And
have a hard
I
time
was
believing it.
thinking too, like some of the stuff he went through was kind of recent. Not recent, but like 10, 9 years ago, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy to think that he was going through that 10 years ago. And I remember when he was releasing those songs 10 years ago, you know?
Yeah, that's good that you do remember it.
So like it's crazy like to hear the backstory behind some of those songs that he released. And at what point he was in his life when he released that song.
Yeah. Oh. One thing I thought about that scene where he returns to Puerto Rico after he has the issue, and there's this scene where he's like sticking out his like chin with his gun out. They're having
Oh
like this
yeah.
standoff. I thought that was funny. I thought like I'd be hiding somewhere
Yeah.
with my
Nah, your
gun
boy did
pointed.
not care.
Yeah, that was really dangerous. Oh,
Boy was a savage.
yeah, that's really all I can think of. Oh, this. Oh, he had like a serious drug problem.
What else was it?
I said that he had a serious drug problem.
Oh yeah, your boy was addicted to them pills. And his
One.
pops locked him in the room until he got clean.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good
And
show
then
to
he,
watch.
they said that yeah, okay, yeah, that's enough. I guess revealing. The thing I thought about is like, yo, Daddy Yankee has a good work ethic. If he's been around for that long and putting out music consistently,
Yeah,
that's good.
your boy has been releasing hits since that time, bro, which is
Since we
nuts.
were pretty much babies, I think.
Yeah, basically since we were like freaking kids.
Just to keep going like that is impressive.
Yeah, and to keep releasing new stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because that's hard, you know.
Yeah,
And for you to reach top charts, even though you've been in the game so long, it's hard.
it's impressive. Are there any of the shows that you'd recommend?
What else have I seen? Oh, Lost in Space is pretty good. It's basically like, they're in. Don't remember like the full backstory of it, but somehow they get lost in space because I guess the Earth, they were trying to find a new Earth so where they could live at because, Earth was like getting destroyed or something like that. And they ended up doing and then they'll go to another planet. Then they found a robot. It's pretty interesting if you're into that space stuff.
One thing I guess to talk about a show I'd recommend is I was thinking of what is it, Fastest Car? Is that the title?
Oh, yeah, fastest car
I was
or
thinking about
fast.
that show.
Yeah,
I know it's probably been a while since we watched it, but I thought that was pretty good. Like seeing people work on their cars and then do this ultimate race at the end, I thought it was pretty interesting.
yeah, and to be racing against you know supercars, which is
Yeah,
nuts.
it's like some of those sleeper
Yeah,
cars are impressive to me. Like seeing them win.
bro, I tell you that Honda in season 2. Well, I'm not gonna spoil you anything, but
Yeah, there was this black guy from Compton, I think, who did pretty well.
yeah, he
So
had
that was
that
cool.
that Mustang or whatever it was. I think.
I think the way that show works is like, okay, so let's say there's 5 episodes. From that 5 episodes, each winner goes to like the finale and races then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like they should do a YouTube edition.
with YouTubers.
Yeah, with YouTubers that show, and then that other one that was like the car one with that it was like like the Ninja Warrior thing,
I think it's Hyperdrive.
Hyperdrive. Yeah, and I feel like they should do that one with YouTubers, and that thing will blow up, bro.
What YouTubers would you pick?
I Adam LZ, TJ Hunt, Dustin Williams. There's a whole bunch of people who drift, so I feel like there'll be a lot of good contenders for that show.
Animal is the only one I can think of, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone like Jake Paul jumps in there and does a race.
This
Would
guy,
not surprise me at all. This man did
I,
boxing. I wouldn't.
yeah, but I feel like that would make that show blow up because all those people have big followings, so they will go
Oh,
into
I
that show.
see.
I
I
mean,
see
I
what
would
you're
watch
saying.
it, bro, if all them people did it.
I can't really think of any other car YouTubers. There, I think is Vehicle Virgins on the show. I believe that's where I started following that dude from that show.
I'm not even sure.
But that's the one YouTuber I can think of.
Yeah, and you got the Boosted Boys. They don't really do drifting, but they do car stuff, like mostly with Hondas.
Yeah, so this dude Vehicle Virgins, he does appear on the show. And I think there's
Oh yeah.
so he is a YouTuber that does appear on the show. But
Also, there is.
there I think he was the only one. There was another dude who like drives Tesla cars and he may have a YouTube channel.
Dang, I'm about to watch that.
Oh, yeah, interesting. I just don't know many YouTubers who
I feel like there's a lot of them who would do it, bro. To be honest.
yeah, I just don't know. Are there any other shows you'd recommend?
I think that's pretty much it, bro.
Alright, I guess we close out then. We'll see you guys.
See you next week, boys and girls. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.